Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We warmly welcome you to yet another exciting encounter in the Super League preseason. Live from Sukadadasa, this is the live coverage you can see on Football Sri Lanka TV. Today we have an exciting match between two very good teams, the Defenders FC and the Red Stars Sports Club. We've got the kickoff in few minutes, so both teams are quite ready for the match, and it's really good weather for the match to start, for a football game to take place. Let's see who's gonna win today and how are the tactics gonna work out and which team is gonna come out on top. So as of today's match, the Defenders FC are gonna start their tournament today, whereas the Red Stars have already completed a match, which they have lost. Now it's the usual opening rituals and the traditions. Both teams gonna walk out, and the referee's gonna walk out. And last match was a really good match between Colombo FC and Blue Eagles, which the Colombo FC won. And here you can see the referees walking out, and along with the team, it's going to be a great match between Defenders FC and Red Stars Sports Club. We welcome both teams. So you all know this is the pre-season, but even if it's a pre-season, the stakes are quite high, and the managers are really concerned about which team they're gonna pick, which members they're gonna pick for the team, and also they are going to sort out their tactics. As you see, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it's not the usual stance, both teams staying separately. So let's give you an update on the team sheets. The team sheets will come in a few minutes. Yes, and you can see the Red Star Sports Club, the lineup: Ramiz, Hassan, MMM Nuski, MJM Badran, MHM Faisal, M Rilhad, MHM Rizvi, MNM Najman, MFM Farhan, and we've got Obumea and Dilection. That's who are gonna play today for the Red Star Sports Club. And I've been joined in the commentary by Rahul. He'll join me in few minutes.
Thank you, Jana. And as you can see on the screens, the Defender FC lineup led by skipper J. Suraj Bernard. As you can see on your screens now, Defenders FC's lineup: J. Suraj Bernard, their skipper; goalkeeper Rangana Jayasekara, Sankalpa Dayavancha, Suraj Kumara, Roshan Apuhami, Asikur Rahman, Dilhara Jayasekara. Madhushan De Silva, Rifkan Mohammed.
We are just few minutes away from the kickoff. Both teams sorting out their final team talks to just get into the game. So it's going to be quite an exciting encounter because the Red Stars have lost their first match. They'll look to bounce back, and at the same time we've got the Defenders FC. They will like to start on a high note with a win,
Indeed, Red Stars registering a 2-0 defeat as you mentioned. Jana, what do you think they should do in this match to what do you think they should do different from last time?
Maybe everything to start off. And yes, they'll have to take some positives from the last match, but today they'll really try and get on top of the opposition to just get on with this match.
Indeed, but still it's important to mention that this is still the pre-season, so still a long way to go. It's for the main tournament. All the teams still just getting their plans right, just getting all the practices in for the main tournament, so results aren't too important here, but it's always nice to go into the main tournament with the momentum and the wins in the bag.
Rightly said, Rahul, because the confidence is what, football is a game where your talent is 60 but your mentality is almost 40. So you'll have to go into the main tournament with good wins behind your back. So that's what both teams will be hoping to do.
Indeed, and it looks like it will be Defenders FC to kick us off.
And there goes the kickoff.
Referee blows his whistle and Defenders FC, but immediately Red Star winning the ball back. And
quite sloppy, the first two passes from both teams. Maybe, the rustiness we've already talked about.
Defenders playing their first match of the pre-season and first match in a long time, in fact, so it will take a little bit of time to settle in, as you can see there.
Well done.
It will be exciting to see the talent of Sasanka Dilhara.
That's a great ball in. Just a touch heavy for the striker.
Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper there, but as I was saying, Sasanka Dilhara, the young number 11 there for Defenders, who recently joined the club from Ratnam. He was the former captain there, and it will be interesting to see how he settles in to the new club. A promising talent for the future of football in Sri Lanka.
So you can see in the beginning both teams trying to work out from the flanks, the left and right wingers. They look the most active in the first few minutes. Both teams just casually getting into the game, get used to the pitch, get used to the momentum, and feel the ball in their legs.
Just trying to get the rhythm going, basically. Not wanting to give the ball away, just doing the right thing and keeping hold of possession with some short passes. But
there goes the first foul of today's match. And it's awarded to the Defenders FC. Takes a quick kick. Quite a bit ambitious there. That's a good ball. Can they make something out of it? He pulls back. It's a dangerous place, but he just misplaces his shot. It's well wide of the keeper. Defenders FC survive.
that was Andrew Dilakshan there. He did the hard work. That was Mohammad Farhan. He got past the defender, but the final shot just unable to keep it on target. As now another chance at the other end.
It's quite dangerous play by the defender, and even the keeper both weren't sure who's going to get to the ball first.
Skipper Mohammad Ramiz there just did enough to put off the attacker, and they were able to clear it away, but defenders still with possession now. Long ball. Sasanka Dilhara.
Is that a goal? No. But it was nice play, and as you see, you can see the the Defenders FC. They're getting into the groove.
It was good work there by Sasanka Dilhara. Just the fact that he couldn't get the pass right, but good signs early on for Defenders FC. So once again, Defenders keeping hold of possession. And still some good back passes.
Defenders FC are looking a bit more fluid than the Red Stars.
Sasanka once again.
That's a goal. No, that's offside.
And the ball just going out of play on that occasion, I believe.
But good idea.
Indeed, that good early on in the first 5 minutes. I think defenders have been on top of the game.
Yes, and they are working hard to get on the ball, and they are reluctant to give it away. All good signs for a win. But you never know in football.
Some good defenders have been able to get the passes right. The attacking play has been just perfect. And Sasanka Dilhara has been getting a few balls into the box. And if they keep this up, it will be sooner than later before the scoreline changes. As once again defenders in possession. Asikur Rahman.
And you can see the most important thing there, Rahul, that the long passes are quite accurate. That's what helping. That's what is helping the Defenders FC, where they could mend those passes in.
That's very true, John. And once again, it's defenders in possession.
Can he put on a good cross?
Sajid Kumara.
That's not bad.
Asikur Rahman just couldn't get the ball on his feet inside the box, and Red Star get away with one there. Sajid Kumar, the former national striker, found Asikur Rahman inside the box, but it just wasn't enough.
Already 2 or 3 opportunities going towards Defenders FC, but they have failed to capitalize on it. Maybe the Red Star have to think about their game twice and try to be calm. And maybe if they could keep the ball for some minutes, then that will put off the Defenders FC, and they'll also get some confidence.
Indeed, Red Star just need to focus on getting the passes right, getting some short passes, and get the rhythm in their favour. As now they look for a long ball. Red Star chasing down, getting possession. Good
That's
work
nicely
there.
done. Some good work from the centre back.
It was Mohammad Faisal on that occasion.
Safety first, so he kicks the ball out. Anyway, they'll get a corner.
And that will be the first corner of the game going Red Star's way.
And
Faisal on that occasion, he, as you said, Jana, got past the defender, but the defender took no risks and cleared it away on the second occasion. As Red Star now have a set piece opportunity. Not going very attacking early on, just 2 players inside the box.
maybe this is the only way they can get.
Good work there by goalkeeper Rangana Jayasekara. Held on.
Again playing from the back. Defenders FC.
As you can see,
Through the left now.
Red Star didn't really contest that set piece, and now it's Suraj Bernard, the skipper.
Can we see a long pass now? I think we can.
Some good work there by Asikur Rahman, dribbled well, and now Sasanka Dilhara.
Ball into the box. That's done.
And now that Rifkan Mohammed.
Can they make something out of it?
Rifkan holding on well. Long ball, and that's out of play. Defenders once again looking extremely attacking until it comes to the final touch.
He fails to release the ball in the box. If he could find someone free, they could have got the goal. But it was quite difficult because he was surrounded by 2 or 3 defenders from the Red Star.
But as you can see there, the final effort going just wide. But Asikur Rahman is the one who started that off brilliantly with a good dribble, got past 3 men, and then Sasanka's cross just unable to be put into the back of the net as now defenders winning a free kick high up the field.
Quite an interesting position. It will be really hard to get the goal, but still
in the first 10 minutes of the game, it has been all defenders so far. And now a free kick in a very promising position. And of course, it's Madhushan De Silva lining it up, joined by Sajid Kumara. But Madhushan De Silva is known for his free kicks, and this is a distance that will interest him greatly. Referee just making sure the ball is in the right place.
keeper has left his left side quite open. Let's see how this goes. Wall does the job, goes for the second strike. That's well away from the target.
Henry on that occasion, defenders new foreign recruit, couldn't keep it on target. Madhushan De Silva went for the low free kick and it did not work on both occasions. And as you can see on the replay, Henry's effort well wide of the target.
Long ball played. That's quite well done. Can defenders stop this attack from the Red Star? It's done nicely again. It's at a foul, yes. It was 50-50. Still the foul going towards defenders FC's way.
Farhan there just deemed to have excessively pushed the defender player off the ball, and
That's kept into play.
brilliant work there by defenders player, but possession with Red Star.
Snatched away from Red Star again.
Snatched right back. And Red Star now looking to build a few attacks of their own. Andrew Dilakshan throwing, going defenders way, much to the distress of Dilakshan.
You can see, Rahul, that the Red Star are a bit slow when compared to the defenders FC.
Indeed, they are not going too much for those long balls like defenders have been, but I think the Red Star as well are starting to grow a little bit. If they can keep building and getting their passes right, they could grow into the game. Still very early stages, of course. Another throw in, once again going defenders way. And head coach of Red Star, as you can see, just giving his instructions from the touchline as defenders. Suraj Bernard, Henry now going for the long ball once again. This time headed away by the defender only momentarily.
That's a foul again, but this time going towards Red Star's way. Again, dangerous play again.
Skipper Rami is there. We'll be very glad that the referee blew his whistle, but that was good work. He made sure that the player couldn't get past him fairly.
He injured his leg a bit. Let's hope that's just a small niggle. He's going to launch the ball in there. Can someone get to the end? No, it's gone out of play. It's defenders FC is going to start from a throw in.
The defenders bench looks very relaxed compared to the Red Star. I think they've been dominating the game so far.
And it's, as of now, it looks it's not going to get a bit too late for the goal for the defenders FC.
Good block there by Mohamed Hazan. throw in here for defenders. Don't forget to subscribe to Football Sri Lanka TV to make sure that you don't miss a single moment of the live action from the Super League pre-season. Follow all the social media pages of Football Sri Lanka. Yes, once again, defenders.
That's the ball again into the striker.
Suraj Bernard very high up the field there, but goalkeeper Risvi getting there first.
That sloppy work. Still the defenders couldn't capitalize. As you see, Rahul, the final third play of defenders is a bit poor when compared to the other prospects. Their defense and their midfield. Yeah.
But Red Star do need to strengthen up defensively. They were very lucky to get away with that sloppy mistake there. Sajid Kumar just couldn't get to the end of it, but Sajid Kumar brilliantly coming up to do some defensive work, and once again Sasanga Dilhara.
Can they get something out of it? There's no one. Man down for the Red Stars.
Referee waving play on, and Red Star put the ball out of play. Player holding his leg there in a bit of distress, but he seems okay to continue. I think he just took a slight knock.
Let's see what happens. There wasn't nothing much in it.
Slight knock, I think. Something to walk off. There's a throw in once again to defenders. And defenders putting it out of play in the spirit of the game.
Defenders playing from the back again.
And Red Star. Oh, that was the moment they could have. But the referee blowing the whistle.
Unfortunate, to be honest.
I thought that was a good tackle, but the referee, who has a better view than us, clearly saw something, and free kick going Red Star's way. Maybe we can get a replay of what happened as Red Star prepare to take the free kick. We'll get to see a replay of what happened.
It's launched into the box. Can the Red Star make something out of it? Again, the attack perishes. Maybe there's something left from the attack.
That was clearly offside. The attacker really should do better. He should know to keep himself on side. Andrew Deluction on that occasion, but Red Star have been trying to launch a few attacks of their own, slowly trying to grow back into the game, which is good to see. And of course, head coach on the touchline, giving out his instructions continuously. As Red Star once again in possession now. Ismail Abu Mere tries a long ball.
Is that a penalty? But no. The Defenders FC has won the ball.
Not much appeals from Andrew Deluction or company for a penalty either. As a corner kick, second of the game, second for Red Star. As you can see,
I think Red Star's only way of scoring.
A good tackle by the defenders player as the ball cleared away. Andrew Deluction.
He's been fouled.
Free kick right on the edge of the field there for Red Star. It was Farhan who was fouled on that occasion. Big ball into the box here. Could give a little bit of a chance for Red Star. It should be a goal against the momentum of the game, really.
You rightly said, Rahul. The ball launches in.
Well headed away by the defender. Follow-up shot blocked as well.
That was really sloppy defense.
Sajid Kumar, defenders, brilliant play on the counter-attack.
Can he put on a good cross inside?
Players inside the box. Suraj Bernard. This could be it. Sajid Kumar. And the final effort just well wide of the target. Once again, the final touch of defenders letting them down. Defenders had a beautiful counter-attack opportunity and they just couldn't piece it together. What do you think, Jana? They've been brilliant in the attack, but when they get into the box,
they're getting a bit nervous, I guess. And as we already told, this is the first match. They're getting used to the usual play. And as you know, last time, the last match, also Colombo FC, they weren't quite good in finishing. In the first few, maybe first 10 minutes or 10-15 minutes, but then they got into the game. I think that might gradually happen here for the Defenders FC also if the Red Star continues to defend in this manner.
As Rifkan Mohammed goes at a long throw-in and headed by Sasanka Dilhara, but well wide of the target. We've reached the 20-minute mark in the game, but the scoreline still 0-0. Long ball by Red Star now. Once again looking to launch an attack of their own.
Can something happen from here?
And good work by goalkeeper Angana Jayasekara.
Anticipating the ball earlier and coming forward to collect it.
Indeed, rushed off his line right to the edge of the box and got there first. As you can see, sprinted off his line really and got there just before Mohammad Faisal. And good work as once again now defenders looking to respond.
That was a good shot.
A good shot indeed. What a strike that was by.
Was it close to the target? Because from the angle above here, they couldn't clearly.
That had goalkeeper Mohammad Rizvi scrambling. It was, I believe, Rifkan Mohammed who took that strike from just the edge of the box.
He also had the option of passing to the right. Nice cross into the box.
Ball still with defender, shot, and just once again just wide of the target by number 5 Stefan.
Defenders FC getting shots for their will. Defenders looking very much strong here, and as I told you, they're getting onto the game quite well now.
Defender still clearly the dominating side.
Rightly said, Rahul. Here they're going for another attack. But the right back does his job.
Good bit of defending there by Mohammad Badran. Slid in and put the ball out at the cost of a corner, and that will be the first corner for Defenders FC. De Silva to take the set piece.
You can see they are committing more men forward for the corner and compared to the Red Star. Cleared out by the defender.
Armies with a no-nonsense clearance there. And a foul spotted by the referee. And defenders once again have a free kick inside the Red Star half. This will be taken by the foreign player. Another new recruit. Struck well. Header by Sajid Kumar, but well over the crossbar.
The ball launches up from his head.
That was actually Ushan Apuhami who took on that header, but well over the crossbar. Goalkeeper barking out instructions, getting his defenders where he wants them. His defenders once again winning the ball back extremely quickly.
It's quite good work from the defender.
And free kick this time going Red Star's way. Referee not happy, saying that Stefan threw out an elbow.
Again another long ball. Gone out of play. There goes a long ball towards
This time it goes straight to a Red Star player, and now
Red Star trying to play from the back.
a brave pass there by the goalkeeper, and defenders in a little bit of trouble, but the referee's whistle coming to their aid. Free kick in their own half and taken quickly.
So Red Star's passing game is quite good. You can see their position. They're really having their position. That's a good ball, but again, striker failing to get a good shot onto it.
That was a good
Again, stole from the Red Stars here. That's a good cross. Living dangerously here, the Red Star.
Indeed, it's chance after chance for defenders. The initial one, Stefan putting Sajid Kumar through, and the final touch failing them again, and on the second occasion as well, defenders unable to get that final touch inside the box.
Again, taken quickly. So most of the attacks of defenders FC are coming through their left side. Nicely done to keep the attacker from going forward.
Cleared away well there by Mohammad Nuski. Throw in once again, two defenders. So Sankadilhara called for the ball.
Got it.
And now Ismail Abumere trying to send Farhan through, but the linesman just raising his flag for offside.
It's been a couple of times that the striker has gone offside. He has to watch his line.
Indeed, that was a good ball by Abumere. If Farhan had just held his run a little bit, that could have smelled danger for defenders, but it's defenders once again on the attack. Raj Bernard robbed off the ball, and now Abumere once again Farhan offside. I think on that occasion it was Abumere to blame. Abumere held the pass for a little moment too long. If he had gotten that pass off a second sooner, I think Farhan would have been through.
I think the first real chance there for the Red Star. first real possible chance, to be honest, but petered out by the offside call.
Now Red Star once again. Faisal.
Can he put in a good cross?
Yes, Farhan inside the box. Did brilliantly to get past the defender. Abu Mere.
Again, not enough men forward to.
Faisal did all the hard work there for Red Star, but his teammates letting him down on that occasion.
Suddenly, Red Star looking a bit dangerous now. They're getting into the channels. They're trying to break down the defense. Apart from the offside calls.
Did Badran now. Abu Mere tried to reconnect with Badran, but they were not on the same wavelength. But throwing going their way. Start going back to goalkeeper.
Again, twisting and turning to.
Abu Mere once again.
This is a good ball, but again the defender is quite strong there.
Referee waving play on. Cross and headed just in time by the defender. That was another moment of danger for the defenders. Red Star have grown into this game and grown well. And now they are the team who are doing most of the attacking. Still with the chance.
They look threatening as well. Again, the passes are quite good now. Suddenly playing a bit more dangerous now.
Real hard there, just giving away a foul on the edge of the field. And defenders need to tighten up defensively a little bit. But Red Star,
You can see the confidence and the change of momentum of the game.
indeed, if they keep this up, they are going to have a very interesting game. As Sasanka Dilhara once again with the cross, but once again
Unfortunately, no one's there to get or receive the ball.
the defender didn't really need to put the ball out of play, but taking no chance.
You're right, Rahul. Even I thought the same. He could have just controlled it and got it back upfield for their counter, but anyway, they've got the corner. The defenders FC now.
Indeed, and once again committing quite a few into the box for this.
Nice loopy ball into the box.
Dilhara,
Good defending, putting their bodies in
indeed,
forward.
the skipper Mohammad Ramiz taking no chance, and a substitution in the first half for Defenders FC.
That to this early. It's
Tactical change, I would say. It's number
8 coming in.
and that's Sankalpa Dayavancha coming off and Lakshita Jayatunga coming on. It's clearly a tactical change.
How do you look at it, Rahul?
Doesn't seem like there's an injury involved, so I would say it's a tactical change, and it's a pre-season game, so of course coaches will be trying out various players, various tactics. So he got half an hour's worth of play, and now it's time for Lakshita to show what he's got.
Failed to find the finger there. The defenders FC come forward again, this time from the right. Trying to buy a free kick. Foul, but couldn't. Again, this is a nice. Can Red Star finish this?
Farhan in the box, but just not strong enough to get past the strong defender.
First touch is a bit concerned for both teams towards the third half.
Sajid Kumara now.
That was a lunging tackle.
Sajid Kumara demanding a yellow card, but
It's quite dangerous, Rahul, if you see.
indeed, but I think referee is telling both parties that he's the referee and the only referee on the field, but I think he's giving a warning to skipper Ramiz there. That was indeed, as you can see now, Look at it. Indeed, he just slid in.
These days, when you go with that pace into legs, definitely a foul even if you got the ball.
Indeed, from such close range as well.
Can someone head this goal? Playing it short. Again playing from the right, getting back to the defender. Long ball played into the box.
And Sajid Kumar getting a header, but straight to goalkeeper Rizvi.
As I told of the poor first touches they're having.
But it's defenders once again. And
Nice ball.
but easily headed away. And now Abu Mere fights well and gets the ball. Can he set his team on their way once again?
Looks like a strong lad, Abu Meri.
Indeed, and he's been around for a long time in Sri Lankan football. He knows how it works. He knows that strength is important. And now Badran
Pass from Badran.
straight to the opposition, but the opposition giving it straight back. And now it's Abu Mere once again, passing it off quickly to Rilwan.
Done. Just going straight to the keeper. I don't know what was his idea there. Maybe looking to find the right winger.
I think he was expecting Dilakshan to make that run, but Dilakshan and Rilhad not on the same wavelength. They're still in the first half, so there's still a long way to go in this game.
Shoulder to shoulder, again winning the ball back. And now it's Red Star FC who want it back again. Nicely played. Going to the flanks now. Attacking to the left side, the Red Star. Suddenly you can see there's nice fluidity to the game of Red Star. It's not as how they started, very rusty. They were quite clueless first few minutes, but now they are playing really well.
Indeed, they just need to stop giving away sloppy passes. They've been doing well since the start of the game. They've improved, but still it's been defenders who have had the majority of the chances in the game.
I think the defenders FC look very vulnerable on the counter. Maybe the Red Star, they can utilize it, pulling them into their territory.
Another sloppy foul given away. And as you said, John, I think if they manage to hold their runs and stop getting offside, I think they could be very threatening on the counter attack. They had a few chances where I think it was Farhan who was caught just offside.
Nicely done by the defender. Still again giving back to the... Yes, this is where the Red Star have a chance. Maybe pull the whole team. You can see the whole FC defenders FC team is inside their line. Again, look at the run. The ball was never released, but the play was already past the defender. So
Indeed,
these kind of mistakes should be...
I think Abu Mere needs to stop holding onto the ball. He's holding it on for too long, and by that time the player has made his run already. If they get onto the same page as once again Red Star into the box and straight to goalkeeper Rangana Jayasekara. He decided to try and take on the goalkeeper from a tight angle without trying to find a pass. A second glance, he may have been trying to get a low cross in, but it was straight at goalkeeper Rangana, who easily dived and grabbed on. As once again defenders, that was a good chance for Rifkan Mohammed, but once again from a slightly tight angle, he could not keep it goal bound.
Also the defender not generating enough pace to cover the ball again.
You can just see the replay. Badran not quick enough, and the effort from Rifkan just wide.
Played upfield again. Nicely done. Yeah, looking for a handball, but referee is not concerned about it.
That's Faisal now.
It's a corner again, I guess. Third corner for the Red Star. You can see all of their corners coming from the left side of their attacking.
I think they've been favouring the left side. I think between Farhan and number 18, that's Faisal. They've been attacking mainly from that side. As the cross
Can he get on a shot?
and the final effort skied. That was unfortunate. If he had just, I think he had time to take a first touch before getting the volley off, but from the excitement,
Or even place it, he has plenty of room there.
indeed he didn't have any defenders around him, but
Could have just placed it either right or left of the keeper, but unfortunately he couldn't.
it was Faisal who went for the first time shot and ended up skying it well over the goal. As defenders now once again look to launch an attack of their own, but another great tackle by skipper Ramiz. He has been the rock in the Red Star defense this first half.
You can already see, I think he has put in 2 tackles of that sort.
Indeed, captain leading from the front brilliantly for Red Star. As defenders now once again inside the Red Star half.
Dangerous play here.
And now Rifkan. There's a player for Red Star down. Referee keeping play going, but finally blows the whistle.
He's got a knock. You can see 2 Red Star players down now.
That's Badran, who is down on the ground in some discomfort.
Treatment given to the injured player. We are about 4 minutes from the first half.
I think Badran just took a knock to his ankle there, but he seems okay to continue.
Both teams trying hard. Maybe the maybe the Defenders FC looked a bit threatening on the first half of the first half, and then towards the end the Red Star equally up to the game. Still both teams failing to play well in the final half.
So you see that final attack that defenders put. So now it will be a kick taken by Red Star.
And from the back again. Ball going out of play.
On that occasion, unable to keep it within the grounds of play. It will be a throw-in going Red Star's way. As usual, defenders winning possession back quickly. Stefan now brilliantly puts Faisal on his back.
Still holds onto the ball. Defenders FC. They've shown brilliance when it comes to passing, but it's the final game that's very poor from them.
Indeed, because they've been brilliant in the attacking play with their passes, crosses and such. But really, end of the day, it's pointless if they can't convert that into goals.
Rightly said, Rahul. Nicely kneading out those long passes.
Once
Very
again,
promising ball, but maybe he could have got it in his chest, into his legs, and got a shot out instead of heading it. There wasn't enough power in the header.
fortunately for the former national forward Sajid Kumar, height is not in his favour. That ball was quite high, so he leapt for it, but even still could barely get the top of his head. As we will have 2 minutes of added time to end the first half here in the pre-season game between Red Star and Defenders, live on Football Sri Lanka TV. Yes, Abu Mere once again.
Nicely done. Can Red Star get a goal before the first half?
Real hard now,
Twisting and turning, but still ball's gone out of play.
and it's a throw in for Defenders. Real hard unable to do something in his team's favour as we are into the 2 minutes of added time. If either team could break the deadlock before the first half ends, it could make a very different half-time speech for both dressing rooms. As a throw in high up the field for Defenders now. Rifkan this time takes it short. Rifkan's effort blocked, but possession still with Defenders.
Again, ball's gone out of play. It's a goal kick, I guess. Yes, it is.
It will be a corner, I believe. I think it took the slightest of touches, and this is a chance towards the end of the first half.
That's played in. That's a great save.
That was a save indeed. What a save by Mohammad Rizvi.
You can see that's one of the greatest saves we've seen this tournament, the pre-season.
As you can see on your replays, a header from such close distance by Asikur Rahman. Rizvi was the hero there, keeping the scoreline 0-0, and that save could be the difference come the end of the 90 minutes. As skipper Ramiz once again clearing the ball.
That was a great save. Still, mind boggled about it. Almost went inside. Put something, sticks his arm out, gets the ball off. Brilliant work.
Referee looking at his watch. I think the 2 minutes are up now. Indeed.
Throw in again.
I think this will be the last bit of play, and referee blows his whistle for half time. Red Star 0, Defenders FC 0 here at the Sugaradasa Stadium.
Both teams having their chances but failing to convert. The most
It was
worrying would be the Defenders FC.
It was Defenders FC who started the game off brilliantly. They were attacking left and right, but then despite all that, they could not get the final touches inside the box, and Red Star grew into the game and started attacking with their own efforts, but neither side able to break the deadlock. And then right at the end, Asikur Rahman right inside the 15-yard box got an effort in, and what a save that was by Mohammad Rizvi to deny Defenders. As you can see, just some of the highlights from the first half.
I think the Red Star will be the happier team with no goals being recorded from both sides, even though.
Indeed, they'll definitely be the happier team going into the halftime with 0-0, because they were having the brunt of the attack from Defenders, especially right at the end. And they do have their goalkeeper Rizvi to thank for that. The scoreline remaining 0-0. That was just one of the many efforts from Defenders, but just like that, the final touch always failing Defenders in the first half.
Again, this was the attack from Red Star and the offside call. In fact, it's not the offside goal.
That was the chance where Faisal and Rangana brilliantly came off his line. And that
This was a great strike.
Indeed, but Stefan just unable to keep it on target.
Good defending there again. You can see this was a keeper doing the hard job there in the first half.
I think both goalkeepers really kept on their toes, but it was really only Rizvi who was called into action.
And this was the save, I guess.
Indeed, Asikur Rahman, that was a brilliant reaction save there by Rizvi. And the scoreline at half-time remains 0-0. Join us again in 15 minutes for the second half live on Football Sri Lanka TV.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. තවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ක්‍රීඩකයෝ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2.20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකේ අමතර ඉදිරියට ඔබේ තියෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලිය ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
COVID-19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩා. ඒ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහිම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපම් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණුකරුවන්ට වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දැන් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
What made you want to become a football player?
Father was a huge football fan.
Try and play for Sri Lanka one day. We want to get you into the national team. Didn't they ever try to put that into your head?
In front of my parents made me proud. I think it might be the proudest moment for me.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. තවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ක්‍රීඩකයෝ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2,20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකට අමතරව ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලියේ ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
COVID-19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. ඒ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහෙම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපම් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණුකරුවන්ට වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දැන් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
What made you want to become a football player?
Father was a huge football fan.
Try and play for Sri Lanka one day. We want to get you into the national team. Didn't they ever try to put that into your head?
In front of my parents made me proud. I think it might be the proudest moment for me.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. අවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ක්‍රීඩකයෝ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2,20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකට අමතරව ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලියේ ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
COVID-19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. ඒ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මෙම තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහිම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපම් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණුකරුවන්ට වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දැන් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
What made you want to become a football player?
Father was a huge football fan.
Try and play for Sri Lanka one day. We want to get you into the national team. Didn't they ever try to put that into your head?
Sort of my parents made me proud. I think it might be the proudest moment for me.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. අවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ඉඩකේ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහනේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුල සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2.20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යූත් ලීග් එකට අමතරව ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලියේ ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
කොවිඩ් 19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. ඒ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහිම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපම් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණුකරුවන්ට වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දැන් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
Yes, we are back again with live action from Sugadasa Stadium. This is the Super League pre-season. Today's game is between Defenders FC and Red Star Sports Club. Both teams failing to score in the first half. The second half is underway. Again, the Red Stars starting from the back. trying to get a grip onto the goal. The defenders FC looked a bit threatening in the first half when comparing both teams, but again towards the end of the second half, the Red Star also coming into the game.
Just a noteworthy thing, there was a half-time substitution from Red Star FC. They brought off their number 11 Mohammad Rilhad and brought on their own midfielder Chaminda, number 17, the veteran for Red Stars. It will be interesting to see what this change brings to the game.
It's a throw in for the Red Stars. Columbia FC all again on the attack. Going wide. The cross in, but it's hybrid between a cross and a shot. And at the end failing to deliver anything to the team. Red Star going into the attack. Nice ball, but still failing to find the striker. The Red Star have snatched the ball from defenders. Nice play. A bit too strong, the pass for the striker's liking. Now defenders again on the attack. Ball above the right, breaking to the defense, but beaten out by the Red Star defenders. Now again on the attack, so it's up and forth from both teams, trying to get a grip onto the game early into the second half. Nice crossfield pass. He cuts inside. A good ball to the straight. Nice shot. A bit too much of elevation, but really good positive play by the Red Star early into the second half.
Indeed, these are much better signs. As you can see the replay, Ismail Abumere, he had goalkeeper Angana very worried there for a second, but his shot unable to
Nice ball.
come over crossbars. Once again, Red Star still in possession and good clearance in the end.
Crying for a foul there, the Red Star, but referee denies.
This is a much better start to the half for Red Star compared to the first.
They have put the defenders on the back foot.
Moment of scare there for Red Star. A good cross into the box.
I think the team manager has given a good team talk to the Red Stars about the way of play and the attitude. You can already see some changes.
Rifkan. Easy save there for the goalkeeper.
And you can see two strikers now. If you see, there's a slight tactical change for the Red Star, because earlier it was a centre forward and a striker sort of role, but now both playing upfield.
Very true. I think that's exactly why they brought Chaminda on, to put him in midfield so they can push Ismail Abumere a little up front, and it seems to be working for defenders.
Twisting and turning to get the ball upfield. That's a foul. Referee reaches out for the pockets, gets in a yellow
Clumsy
card.
foul there, and that will be the first yellow card of the game, and that goes to Ismail Abumere in the 50th minute of the game.
Defenders FC go again. Putting on a cross. Dangerous ball, but straight to the hands of keeper. Now keeper sorting his players. He's going to kick upfield.
So you can see a replay there of the foul that saw Ismail get into the referee's books. It was unnecessary, but it's too late now as defenders now dribble past. But once again the final shot by Stefan, very poor. And once again let down after doing all the hard work in the final third.
Man down for Red Star. Referee checking if he's okay. You can see the replay, the shot, pulls in the shot, but putting the body on line to stop the ball from
And
getting
what
in.
will be very scary for Red Star fans will be the fact that it's their skipper Mohammad Ramiz who is down for the count. He was their rock in defense all through the first half, making brilliant tackles and preventing defenders from getting on the score sheet. But Red Star fans and the coach will be praying that this is just an impact injury that can be walked off. Indeed, it doesn't seem too serious.
If you remember, he put a couple of good tackles to stop the opposition from scoring. He's alright, back on his feet.
Indeed, I just think that he took a bit of a hard knock. And Red Star fans will be praying that he's okay to continue. But what needs to be remembered is that this is all just pre-season still, so I think
Both teams would be avoiding injuries, or they'd be liking to avoid.
indeed, so the head coach of Red Star needs to take into consideration that maybe since it is pre-season, that without risking it further, he is brought off. But we will see about that as time goes on. As now a cross into the box, defenders still with the ball, a shot, and that is just wide. Another chance gone begging for defenders, and Red Star once again getting out of trouble.
Good quick play by the defenders in that instance.
And I beg your pardon, Ramiz is back on the field. As you can see the replay,
I
it
think
was rocketed past the post.
he really should have dumped it into the nets. It was close range, good speed to his legs, nice comfortable height, should have put in.
Indeed, from such an angle you'd expect him to be able to find the back of the net, but not on that occasion, as now defenders
Nicely done. Both teams playing intently and trying to get on top of each other. Again, he's got to pull a shot. Gone wide. Not testing the keeper at all.
It's like we said, Jana, they do all the hard work, they get into the final third, and then they just stop trying, it seems.
I think both teams realizing the only way to score is through long shots, because they are not timing their runs properly, and also the final passing is quite poor, so both teams are trying to just go for hard shots. It's foul. Referee blows his whistle.
Stefan was trying to make a case there to the referee, but seemed to have clearly got the player instead of the ball. As now defenders once again. Madushan De Silva, Sajid Kumara still with the ball. Buhami unable to keep the ball, but the throw-in going their way, as now Madushan once again. Sliding effort. Gets past two sliding efforts very well and wins his side throw corner kick. That was good work there by Madhushan De Silva.
Wiry player going past defenders with these. So let's see what happens from this corner. Corner taken, but petered out by the defenders. Ball goes out for a throw in, and it's a throw in for the Defenders FC. Gradually lights also coming in as the day sets in.
Once again, Stefan once again. Clearance not really going anywhere. But now,
Nicely done by the striker.
Indeed, Ismail Abumere. Once again, he had the chance.
Cross goes in, but defenders have tried and got to the head first.
As I mentioned in the first half, Ismail seemed to hold on to the ball for a little too long, and on that occasion as well, he had Mohammad Farhan making that run down the middle, and he held on to it for too long and then had to opt for a different pass. If he had gone with Farhan, it could have been trouble for defenders, but that's something that Red Star will have to look to improve. As now Farhan going down and wins his side a free kick just inside the defender's half.
Ball being played by the Red Star to try and get a goal. Again, free kick taken quickly. Play in upfield, but couldn't find the target man. Ball goes out for a throw in again. Again, the Defenders FC trying to long shot, goes over the bar, not testing the keeper again. As I told you, both teams, particularly the Defenders FC, are just trying for the long shots now, at least to try and get their luck to get a goal. Ball goes out of play again. No one's there to receive the ball. Ball goes out of play again. A bit of clumsy stretch of play by both teams. Both teams not on top of their game. They looked a bit dangerous when the second half started, but now it has just faded off. Going for a throw. Now defenders going to their right side to attack and get the ball. Nicely done, but again ball goes out for a throw again. Throw taken. Nicely switch the play from left to right. but finally not finding the man. Again, a good cross in, but not enough men to receive the ball. Again, the same problem with Red Star. They're not committing enough men forward. Even after the second half, they have changed their tactics a bit. Still not enough men to get onto the ball in striking range. Crossfield pass again, straight to the defender. Ball stolen by the Red Star team. Comes in, puts a good cross, but again not finding their men. Colombo FC are trying to get a long shot again. Nicely put on a cross. Just inches off from the goal post. Almost a goal. There's a substitution happening. Badran coming out. MHM Ajmi going in for the Red Star. Badran, who played on the left. He was the left back. He's coming off. And in goes Ajmi. Maybe trying out their options. The Red Star. The last attack was really close for a goal in terms of defenders. Ball played up. The heads finding the ball in headers are always the defenders. Maybe they've got the height as an advantage. Nice ball in. The referee blows the whistle and it's a foul, so the threat is been cancelled. Leicester playing the ball upfield but couldn't get the man, or couldn't find the man. You can see the replay. Again going for a corner. Last time around, the keeper pulled off an excellent save. Corner taken. Still ball with the defenders, FC. Played back. Now trying to the right. Ball goes out of play. Ball launched upfield. Couldn't control the ball. Nicely played. Good cross, but couldn't find the man. Referee opts for a goal kick, where the defenders thought otherwise. Nicely done, but couldn't find the striker.
I think it's safe to say, Jana, that Red Star have grown quite into the game since the first half. They've become the more attacking side.
Very true, Rahul. If you see, suddenly the Red Stars have come into life.
Indeed, it's just that now both teams do need to just focus on getting the final third right and getting the ball into the back of the net.
And I do feel, by the way they're finishing and the third half plays, we might go for a 0-0 draw. But still early times to predict anything. The
what a shot
again
from distance. That was a good strike from outside the box. And the goalkeeper looked troubled there for a second, did Risvi. But he couldn't bring the ball back down under the crossbar. We will see a replay of that shot now, struck brilliantly by Stefan.
As I told earlier, Rahul, the tactics of defenders at the moment looks like long shots from long range, because they are finding it hard to put up any sort of good close range efforts.
Indeed, and that comes down a lot to the defending of skipper Ramiz and company. But once again, Rifkan dribbling well past Ramiz on this occasion.
That's a goal!
Will be the first goal.
Commentator's curse.
I was just complimenting Ramiz and he was dribbled past, and that is number 5, Stefan. It was Rifkan who beautifully dribbled past skipper Ramiz, and he passed it to Stefan, who had the easy task of finding the back of the net. It was with a basically open goal, and that is defenders 1, Red Star 0.
It was long time coming. You can see the defenders being pulled out of position, and he was just with the open goal. So 1-0, the defenders on the front foot now. From the start of the match, the defenders looked a bit threatening. They were trying something, and whereas the Red Stars, we've seen glimpses of good play, but overall they were not as good as the defenders.
And just after making the goal scoring assist, that is number 7, who is Rifkan Mohammed, brought off. What a contribution just before the substitution to put his team 1-0 up.
Right, Rahul. So defenders have got onto the front foot, and again it's a goal again. Very bad effort.
And what a chance wasted that was. You really expect better from a player of Madhushan De Silva's caliber, and you can see the Red Star head coach, he knows that his team got away with one there. Madhushan De Silva really should have found the back of the net, but he put it well wide, and Red Star still have a chance in the game to get a draw. It remains 1-0 here at the Sugatadasa.
Maybe the Red Star have already conceded a goal. Now there are no point of defending higher or with more people. They should be committing more men forward to at least get an equalizer. Nicely done.
Red Star look to be doing just that, trying to get an attack of their own. Faisal, Abu Mere
getting a corner now. Referee talking to players maybe about few things. He find it a bit of concern, trying to calm players down.
And this is a very interesting substitution by Red Star. Chaminda, who came on at half time, is being brought off less than 10 minutes into the second half. That's a very interesting change.
And in comes Rislan, youngster. Maybe they are just giving him game time.
It will be very interesting to know what the coach was thinking behind that. Maybe the tactic didn't work as that was the chance.
Rislan coming into the game and getting a goal. What a substitution by the coach. That was dream substitution for Rislan.
What a moment. I was saying I didn't know what the head coach was thinking, and that was what he would have been thinking. As you said, what a substitution. And what a goal, what a statement he was able to make just moments after coming onto the field.
Young kid getting the ball, a nice shot, places it into the corner. And even in the start of this game, I mean this play, you see there's this corner and Rislan attacks, keeper panics, punches the ball into the air, goes to another Red Star player. He feeds it back to Rislan and another goal. What a debut. In fact, what a substitution.
Indeed, Red Star won, defenders won, and the game is once again at a draw. And indeed, what a substitution that was.
That was just lightning fast.
Goalkeeper Rangana Jayasekara made the initial save, but the ball fell back into Red Star, and that man made no mistake just seconds after coming onto the field. And he has now equalized for Red Star.
Playing as a midfielder, Rislan, the goal scorer. Again, the defenders FC going for an attack. I think they would be shell shocked because no one saw that coming. The goal, it wasn't happening much for the Red Star, and suddenly that goal. Ball one. I don't know why he's very bad effort, but still
that was the chance. Jana, that could have been the second goal, and indeed he knows it himself. Mohammad Faisal, that could have been the chance to turn the game on its head. He really should have kept that down, at least kept it on target. But what a chance wasted.
could have just placed it either left or right of the keeper, but then going for power. Ball rockets from his foot.
Defenders now back in possession. Rushan Apuhami passing forwards, and defenders now on the attack. Sajid Kumar going from long range but well off target, and that will be another substitution. Mohammad Nuski coming off in place of Mohammad Rifasdeen. Red Star using the pre-season game to test out all of their players, and let's see if he can make an immediate impact like his teammate early on.
It would be a dream come true for the coach, of course, but let's see what happens. Game turning onto his head. It's 1-1, and just 10 minutes back we were speaking how both teams aren't really gonna score by the way of the gameplay.
But both teams showed us a different story indeed. And what a second half it has been so far.
Very true, Rahul. Can either of the team find a winning goal here?
Just 15 minutes into the second half and already 2 goals after 45 minutes of a goalless first half. Make sure you subscribe to Football Sri Lanka TV to make sure you don't miss a single moment of exciting action like you're witnessing here. As once again defenders sloppy clearance but finally cleared away.
Very bad. Could have controlled the ball, but then he couldn't keep the ball to his feet. That's a tackle from the back, should be a foul, but no cards, I guess.
Good work by defenders. Sasanka Dilhara. And now Stefan. Back to Sasanka. I think Stefan could have taken a shot but decided not to. And now
Ball cleared by the Red Star defender. Ball goes out of play.
headed away once again, but Red Star unable to clear. But on the second occasion, just booting it out of play. Young Sasanka Dilhara had an impact early on, was getting some good crosses in, but then since then he has not been able to get himself into the game too much, thanks to the strong defending of Mohammad Ramiz and a very sloppy tackle there from behind.
Yellow card shown.
And I think
It was a really bad tackle.
He just slid in from behind. I think Henry is very lucky there that the card remained yellow.
Rightly said, Rahul.
The Red Star head coach was screaming for a card, but I think he was hoping for a darker color than the one that came.
And they could have easily been 10 men on field, the defenders. There was lunging slide from the back. Any day that's a foul and a card.
Indeed, as you can just see the replay now. As once again defenders now
putting the ball in. Can they find a good position to shoot?
They are holding, getting the ball in, but not taking the shot. And a free kick in an extremely deadly position, just outside the box. And this could be the chance for Defenders FC.
Can the free kick taker just get the ball up and into the box?
They're getting ready to make another substitution as well, and indeed before the set piece they will be making it. It will be number 12 Roshan Appuhami coming off in place for number 18 Subhashana Fernando, and going back to the free kick, Jana. A perfect position, you would say, for a free kick opportunity.
Yes, rightly said, Rahul. But also when it's too close, it's quite hard for the kick taker to get the ball over the wall and then again to get the dip.
Indeed, that's what I was about to ask you. Do you think a low free kick might work on this occasion?
Yes, either corner. Maybe the keeper has left his left side a bit open, or the right side to his position. Left side for us. I think that's a bit clumsy. Should have gone for the shot.
Indeed, should have gone for the first time, but brilliant defending by Red Star. But the throw-in ball going just out of play for a throw-in, and defenders quickly taking it on. Cross into the box, headed away by Red Star.
Attempts for a bicycle kick, but then couldn't get the ball. Here goes Red Star again with the attack. Defenders really running fast to get to the ball, and now there's a foul again. So the defenders have indicating there was a quite shirt pulling happening, but then referee.
I think he needs to be very careful there, that defenders player. He was the one who got a yellow card a little while ago, and making silly fouls like that. Could see him go off the pitch if he's not careful, because referees are known to be giving yellow cards or shirt tugging these days, as the effort headed away. Defenders now trying to launch a counter attack.
Nicely into the path of the striker, but
Sajid
couldn't.
Kumar unable to keep hold of the ball.
Ball goes out of play. Both teams after getting the goal. Now trying to get the equalizer. Ball given to the Red Star, but gone out of play. The young substitute dribbling the ball to feed it to the striker. Ball played upfield again. Red Star looking a bit comfortable now compared to how they started. Especially the substitutions have given them good fluidity in attack. Defenders go for attack again. Ball again played towards the defenders FC. That's a good shot, but then slightly getting the leg of the Red Stars defenders. Deviated, and now they're going to get a free kick. I mean the corner kick, the defenders. Corner kick not played into a good position. Here goes the Red Star for the attack. And as we already told, holding up the ball is not going to do any good for the Red Star. They have to release it a bit faster. Player down for Red Star.
Like I mentioned, number 4 of defenders, that is Henry, again giving away a very sloppy foul, and he's very lucky that the referee has not gone into his pocket again. He's already on a yellow card and he's still making reckless challenge after challenge. I think if I was the defender's head coach, I would think about either taking him off if he's not willing to discipline himself, because defenders might find themselves a man down if this continues.
That's gonna cause the entire team a real distress, so any manager won't like that happening. So as you told Rahul, let's see what happens and what decisions the manager is gonna make. Again, the defenders do not look as comfortable as how they started. They're a bit clumsy, the pass is not going very well. Also the defense just pulling out dangerous tackles. Ball going towards defenders. Ball played towards, again snatched by the Red Star players. Still the attack not sorted out. Might take a long shot. Nicely done by the Red Star defenders. A very ambitious shot there by the defenders team, but ball going nowhere near the target.
Indeed, it went so far wide, it's out for a throw-in, not for a goal kick. The game has certainly dulled down after the early excitement in the beginning of the second half with the 2 early goals. But
maybe both teams quite happy to settle for a draw here.
Indeed, it's a pre-season game, as we mentioned, so nothing to really risk injury with.
Ball going out for a throw-in. Red Stars playing it upfield again. It's a foul. Ball played up.
We are nearing the end of the initial 90 minutes with added time to come. Which team, Jana, do you think is that was a good effort?
Yes, but good question, Rahul, there, but I still think the defenders might pull this game off if their final half finishing is good, but again they are a bit quite vulnerable on the counter.
If it does end 1-1, which team do you think would be happier with the draw?
Definitely it would be the Red Star, I'd say the less fancy of the both teams.
Indeed, but defenders only have themselves to blame. They really need to work on their work in the final third before the main season, as once again Stefan,
ball's gone out of play, couldn't control it or couldn't keep the ball in. It's gone out of play.
As the assistant referee now shows 3 minutes of added time in the pre-season game here at the Sugata Stadium. Can one of these sides find a goal within the final 3 minutes, as Red Star Headed away. And now Abu Mere.
Red Star failing to convert the chance.
Need now defenders with a chance of their own. A brilliant work there. Put the defender on his back.
Very good
And
position
once
to
again,
pull a shot.
indeed, he got into a perfect position, but the final touch let him down yet again.
You can see the Red Star comfortable with or happy enough to just block from the half.
That was a very reckless sliding tackle there. But card staying in the referee's pocket on that occasion.
Red Star players think that it wasn't to be given as a foul, and they feel they've got to the ball first, but still referee thinks otherwise.
You can see the replay. The player had already slipped, but the Red Star player went sliding in despite of that, but no harm, no foul. A free kick on the side of the box for defenders, and it will be Sajid Kumar to take this if he can whip in a good free kick.
A really interesting position though. If
Indeed.
he could find a head of defenders. Oh, that's a goal! As I told you, the defenders have always looked threatening, and they always had a goal behind.
And right at the death, as you said, Jana, Sajid Kumar, a brilliant free kick, and Lakshita leapt into the air, and he leapt highest, and he headed it into the back of the net, and he makes it right at the death. Defenders FC 2, Red Star 1, and as you see the replay, a great header, and he gave goalkeeper Risvi absolutely no chance to stop that.
Maybe the goalkeeper could have come forward and collected the ball or punched it. Think how the referee would be fuming. Yes, think how the referee would have been fuming because of that free kick.
Indeed.
That challenge, unnecessary challenge.
And I think someone from Red Star has gotten ejected from the bench, but it's a pre-season game. They don't need to get carried away. It's all about the practice and about the experience and getting their players ready for the main tournament. And Red Star, despite losing this, will have some positives to take away, as defenders are not done yet. They want to add another. I think time is up here at the Sugaradasa Stadium.
You can see
And
turning very bad there.
the players do need to remember this is just a pre-season game. They don't need to lose their heads over this.
Absolutely unnecessary, Rahul, as you've stated.
Tensions boiling over here. And I think that is all indeed. Referee blows for full time. And Defenders FC come away with the win here in the 5th pre-season game of the Super League. Defenders FC 2, Red Star 1. And what a second half we had. The first half was pretty dull when you look at it, but the second half we had 3 goals.
We had quite a few action as well, and great substitution at one point by the Red Star, but defenders always looked like pulling this game off. As I already mentioned before the second goal, they looked as if one goal always coming through. Finally they've got one towards the very end. It's 2-1 Defenders versus Red Star. Defenders getting 2, Red Star with 1. Dang Stephen, YM Lakshita Jayatunga scoring for Defenders, and Mohammad Rislan, the kid, coming in as a substitute and scoring for the Red Star, but still.
Indeed, and Lakshita Jayatunga right at the end in the 92nd minute headed it in to give his side the victory here at the Sugaradasa Stadium. As we take a look at a few highlights of the second half, a very exciting second half indeed.
That was so close of getting a goal, but couldn't. This was another chance. The first goal of the Defenders FC, you can see, brilliantly cut back. No one there to defend, and the first goal you can see. This was another wild chance which should have been sealed, but then
Defenders having plenty of those chances, but not converting, as this was the first goal just seconds after coming on. Mohamed Rislan, the brilliant impact substitute. Goalkeeper should have done better there, as you said earlier, Jana, but what a substitution that was.
another shot.
And that was an extremely wasted opportunity.
Could have just rolled it past the keeper, but very hard tackle. This was another wasted chance. Both teams wasted enough chances, to be honest.
Indeed, plenty of wasted opportunities
This was
from
a free
both
kick.
sides, but this was it.
In fact, when you see the highlights, maybe there is few questions about the decisions made.
But end of the day, it's just a pre-season game, and both teams need to remember that. And that will be all from us for the first game tonight. Defenders win 2-1. Join us again for the next game at 8 PM when Colombo FC take on Upcountry Lions. That will be all. Thank you.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. තවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ඉඩකේ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න දෙකෝටි 20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකට අමතරව ඉදිරියට ඔබේ තියෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලියේ ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
කොවිඩ් 19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. ඒ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහෙම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපම් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් කෝස් එකක් නව පුහුණුකරුවන්ට. වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දෙයක් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
What made you want to become a football player?
Father was a huge football fan.
Try and play for Sri Lanka one day. We want to get you into the national team. Didn't they ever try to put that into your head?
in front of my parents made me proud. I think it might be the proudest moment for